Recently, I came across a top 10 list of foods considered to be the healthiest in terms of antioxidants. And right there with the broccoli and yogurt was chocolate. Not the Hershey bar kind of chocolate, but rather the dark chocolate that's now the rage among a growing breed of chocolate lovers. It's the same kind that's helping a Nashville entrepreneur gain a tasty reputation. In a secluded shop in East Nashville's Riverside Village, Scott Witherow is busy transforming beans into bars. It's the home of Olive and Sinclair's Southern Artisan Chocolate, the only true chocolate maker in Tennessee. Scott had quite a resume as a restaurant chef when years ago he just happened to visit a chocolate maker up in Canada.
And kind of tasted and saw what they were doing and was just blown away. And so I just instantly dove into it and, started buying books and reading and testing and bought like tabletop equipment and, started trying to make chocolate kind of in very, very small batches and just kind of went from there. I mean, it kind of snowballed.
It all starts with the beans from Ghana and the Dominican Republic. After a few sticks and stems are removed, it's off to the roaster.
We just kind of watch it. We know that it's going to be roughly, 40 minutes before we got to get in there and start, kind of testing it. All right, a little higher. We tested every degree for the last 5 to 10, depending on where we kind of hit that hot spot. Oh yeah.
Scott and his helper Casey use their taste buds to tell them when it's time to shut off the roaster and move on to the next step.
We end up with a bean like this, which once it's cracked up, they call it nibs, and this is what makes the chocolate.
What does it taste like at this stage?
Oh, go for it. I mean, it's got all those classic notes. Tastes a lot like, baker's chocolate, unsweetened. But you can get those classic notes, it's not bitter, but it's, it's hard. It's kind of like a coffee bean.
This is where the shells are removed, leaving what's called nibs.
It cracks it just enough where that shell can kind of separate. And then these screens just sort the beans into different sizes, nibs. And these vacuums here will suck the shell into this hopper.
Now here's the real Southern artisan part of the process, stone grinding in an ancient renovated grinding machine.
It's just a beautiful process. It's like that process that we take and put into that, Mexican molino, and the nibs the machine shakes just enough to drop, the nibs in, kind of feeds itself, and then the second those nibs fall out, you just see liquid chocolate flowing from the bottom of the machine.
As it starts to liquefy, they send it through this more modern machine for final grinding.
What it does, it kind of further reduces particle size, and we get it to, to where it's just silky smooth.
The warm chocolate then moves here, where Casey makes sure it keeps moving at a constant temperature. A major distinction in the making of Scott's chocolate is the use of brown sugar.
For me, dark brown sugar and just, light brown sugar were perfect. I really liked those notes that kind of accented other chocolate notes and kind of how they married together. And so that was really a turning point for us. To my knowledge, we're the only people in the world using brown sugar, and so it really sets us apart, and we're really proud of it.
Finally, the molten chocolate is squirted into bar forms and bounced around a bit to remove any bubbles. At this point, they add finishing flavor touches to some of the bars before cooling at 35 to 40 degrees. Even the wrapper has a retro artisan look and feel that was created by Anderson Design Group. Olive and Sinclair bars come in a 67% chocolate version and a 75% version, which is the proportion now recommended for healthy benefits. You can get bars with added ingredients like salt and pepper, nibs, and of course, coffee.
We use coffee from Bongo Java. It's a local roaster here in town. We do blend the coffee with the chocolate on this one. You know, whereas a lot of these other ones, we season it on the top of the bar, the back of the bar, or in the bar. These we actually do mix together and you know, kind of blend them.
Always adventurous with flavor combinations, Scott has even combined chocolate, cinnamon, and chili for this bar. Talk about your taste bud workout.
It's amazing how all of these, from the time you put it in your mouth to the time you swallow it, it's a changing process.
Kind of a little bit of a roller coaster.
Yeah.
You know, not just a one-trick pony or a one-note chocolate.
It's a good ride, too.
Olive and Sinclair bars are now sold in dozens of Middle Tennessee stores. And there's a demand to quickly expand upon that. However, Scott wants to make sure that his little southern artisan chocolate keeps its old-time Tennessee essence.
We pride ourselves with Southern artisan chocolate, and again, it is different. So we want to get it out to people, especially around the South. That's our, you know, goal. I want to be able to go down to Mississippi and, you know, stop in a store and, you know, and again, see our bar on the counter. It would be awesome.